Well, hi there. Here we are for another week of Pilates, and I just wanted to quickly check in and say that I hope you're doing well, and just share a quick scripture that spoke to me this week, and it's Philippians 1 verse 6, and it says, "Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it out to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." And I just want to encourage you today that God is doing a work in your life and he's going to complete it. And while it might feel like everything's stopped and everything's been put on hold, God's not on hold and he's doing a work in you. So keep with the progress and the process. Let him do a work in you and be encouraged. He's going to complete it. Enjoy Pilates.
And good morning and welcome to George's Pilates class. Again, I hope you enjoyed last week. We're back here, going to do another class. We're going to focus a bit more on the glutes today, some more core work and stretches throughout. And you can see I'm rugged up because it is quite cold here in Australia. But I will be taking off, but I hope this warms you up nice and quickly. And today we've got beautiful Alice, my daughter, and she's come along so that I can explain what I mean when I talk and go through the exercises. It really helps you to get where you should be feeling it and into those right positions. So without further ado, we'll come and we'll start with our roll downs and our breathing. So, excuse me, when we stand for our roll downs and breathing, we've got feet hip width apart and parallel, and that little tuck in the tailbone. Pelvis is nice and flat and equal, drawing hip bone to hip bone and zipping up through the pelvic floor. Shoulders roll back and down, hands by the side. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So it's quite a noisy breath. Inhale, exhale, and let's go one more breath. Inhale, exhale, and as we exhale, we're going to peel down. So keeping the chin tucked in and tracking down. Drawing the tummy back towards the spine, drawing the knees apart, creating the lifted arches in the feet. Beautiful. And at the bottom here, we're going to bend into one knee, straighten the other knee, switch and go again. Feeling that stretch through the back of the legs here. And inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth as we slowly track back up, slow and controlled, drawing those shoulders back and down. Perfect. And excellent, looking forward then. Inhale, we're going to do one more of these. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, tilting chin to chest. As we roll down, we're drawing tummy back towards the spine. That's it, heavy on the balls of the feet, heavy head, heavy shoulders, tucking the head in, and again, bending into one knee, straightening the other, keeping those hips nice and even. That's it. Good, trying to keep those hips even, I know it's tight. And then inhale, exhale, let's track back up. So slowly coming back up, restacking that vertebrae, one bone at a time, and perfect, rolling those shoulders back and down. Excellent. And next we're going to go into our nice waist stretch, which we did last week. So feet hip width apart and parallel. So one hand on the hip, we're going to take this top hand up and over and reach. So as we reach over, we drop that top shoulder back, eyes towards the ceiling, reaching a bit further. Inhale, coming up and bending back in the opposite direction, keeping that elbow bent. Going to the other side. So we'll do one more, but we'll do one each side, Ali. That's it. Inhale to prepare. So as we tilt, we push this hip out. Perfect. Drawing this shoulder down, eyes forward, and then slightly towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch more through here and out through here. And then slowly coming back at well done, Alice. Slow and controlled up to that standing position. Beautiful. Now we're going to come down and we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. Always a good one to do. So if we come into the kneeling position, so one knee sits over, one hip over one knee, and then we're going to take this leg all the way forward. Hands come down either side. Now we're going to draw the toes back towards the face. As you can see, I'm shaking. It's such a strong stretch through the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Yeah, if you want to sit back, you're going to get a deeper stretch, and that's absolutely perfect. Keep the hips tracking forward as well. Remember, it's tight through the hips sometimes. We want to keep this stretch happening here. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back into that posture that we started off with, swapping legs. So swapping the legs over. That's it. I'm going to come to Alice now. So, yes, perfect. So we're going to keep that there for a second. And then we're going to rock back. So drawing the toes towards the face increases that stretch through here. Okay, Alice? She's sitting back. Yeah, it's hard. Good. So feeling that and keeping the hips to the front. Keeping the shoulders drawn back and down. Couple of breaths here. And release, lovely. And then come back up into kneeling. And while we're here, let's do a cat and cow stretch, Alice. So knees are tracking into hips. Wrists are coming under shoulders. Inhale to prepare. And we're going to imprint our spine onto the ceiling. So as I do that, I look back towards my hips, really arch. Get that beautiful cat stretch. And then exhale as I push my tailbone out. My head comes up, my eyes forward, shoulders drawing down, feeling that through the sternum. Then we'll do one more. Inhale as we arch our spine onto the ceiling. So really arching and lifting, but not moving back. And then exhale. Head comes up, tailbone lengthens. And superb. Does that feel good? Beautiful. And then slowly coming back in. Okay, so we're going to move to our abdominals now. So we're going to start off with preparation. So preparation is an exercise for the core, and it's broken down into two sections. So I'm going to demonstrate and then help Alice and demonstrate on her to start off with. Let's first of all come to the end of our mat, and that's because we're going to draw our heels close into our bottom. And if they're off of the mat, I'm going to take my jacket off because I've actually warmed up. We can drag our heels along easier. So coming back down, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with our arms above our shoulders. Inhale to prepare, and we're just going to curl up and reach. So flatten through the tummy, drop the shoulders, and keep that spine imprinted. We'll do two more here. Inhale with the arms above, and last, and drop those shoulders. Perfect. We'll do one more. So just warming up our core, our breathing is controlling this as well. Blasting that breath out, perfect. So now, coming back to our start position, so hands there, perfect. We're going to push the legs away this time. Inhale, we're going to drag the heels all the way into the bottom. As they drag in, we're curling up and reach. Squeezing those legs together. Inhale, heels come down, hands towards the ceiling and push away. So we want to keep the core switched on all the time. We're not relaxing. Inhale and reach. And perfect. So, excuse me. Coming up to Alice now. So inhale, curling up, just to there, and reach and stretching through. So the core is working really hard. Imprinted spine still on. Then we bend into the knees, arms go back, and heels come down and push away. Perfect. Inhale, let's drag those heels in. Hollow out that tummy. Reach. Point those toes, squeeze those legs. I know it's hard. And then coming back down, heels down to mat, push away. We'll do one more, Alice. I promise this is the last one. Inhale, drag those heels in, reach and hold. Can you hold? 4, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And superb. Hands go up and reach. And then stretch away. Stretch it out, Alice. Perfect. That really is a challenging one. Well done, you did really well. So let's go straight into our hundreds. So hundreds is, you've got two options here. We can come into our nice tabletop position, curling up, reaching towards the opposite wall. We're going to inhale for 5 beats, exhale for 5 beats. So keep the shoulders back and down, chin is tucked in. Now for the harder option, you can take the legs away. Well done, Alice. Keep those legs nice and straight, shoulders back and down. Now if you're getting pain through the neck here, you can pop your head down and you're still going to feel it through the core, but keep the chin tucked in. Yep, keep going. And in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep going. That's it. And again, core is engaged, spine is imprinted, sliding ribs down to hips. Well done. Lowering the legs, going to increase the intensity to make sure that back's nice and solid. For 5, 4, curl up for the last 3, 2, and 1, and well done. And then bring your knees into your chest and massage that lower part of your back. And not release any tension through there that you might have felt through that. Okay, coming straight into single leg stretch. Alice, you'll know this one. So this is where we draw the knee into that same shoulder and the leg stretches away. And switch. Switch. Any pain in the neck, keep your head down. So this is a core exercise, but you'll also be feeling it through the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Nice and tight through the T-zone. So tightening and stretch and stretch. Really important you keep the hips nice and still. Good, and join that knee right back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And well done. Again, massage the lower part of your back. Got one more here. We'll go into our scissor legs. So drawing the legs towards the face for 2. And again, keeping the hips nice and still, very similar to the single leg that we've just done. But this time I want you to clasp behind the calf, trying to straighten that leg and straighten out those hamstrings. And it is tough, isn't it, Alice? You're doing really well. Keep going. That's it. Drawing it in. So this knee is tracking in line with that same shoulder. Relax through the upper body. Make sure the jawline is relaxed. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And excellent, Alice. Okay, let's stretch that out. So legs one way, arms the other. So stretching all the way out. So point the toes, reach through the fingertips. And you should feel that lovely stretch all the way through there. And superb. Okay, have a quick breather. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's peel up. So with this position, we're just going to come into our reaching forward. So you've got 2 options. You can bend into your knees and keep your knees bent or legs away. So I would say this is probably easier. But inhale to prepare, exhale, reach. And reach up, perfect. And then if you want that challenge, let's keep the legs away. And we're going to reach all the way over our legs as we curl up. Inhale, use that core, chin to chest. And reach away. So feeling this through your hamstrings. Shoulders back and down, nice and slow. Squeezing those legs together. Inhale. Exhale and reach. Keep going. And I'm just going to check in with Alice. Nice and slow, so using that core. So you peel down, beautiful. Reaching all the way up. Inhale through the nose. Blast that breath out as we reach up and over. Join the toes, get your toes towards you, heel away to feel that beautiful stretch. Nearly done, nice and slow. Arms over. Looks good, Alice. This is the last one, coming all the way up and reach. A nice spine stretch. And excellent. Then from this position, let's draw our feet together. and let the knees fall out to the side. Drawing the heels closer into the body, sitting up nice and tall and feeling that really nice inner thigh stretch through there. And superb. And we are good to go. So let's move into our glute series. So I am going to ask you to lay down, so if you face me, Alice, and we're going to lay on our side. You all know this one. This is one of my favourites and super effective for the glutes. So we're going to lay down onto our side. So the knees are in line with the hips and the shins are parallel to the front of the mat. Now I'm pushing my top hip away to get a gap happening underneath here. Inhale to prepare. We're going to lift that top leg and lower, but not fully close. And now my foot is flexed, toes towards me, heel away. Now as I lift my top leg, you should feel it right through this area of your glute. And keep going. So eyes are forward, chest is open, and let's keep going. Well done. Keep going with that. Just checking with Alice. Perfect, good. That's the way. So see how Alice is looking forward. Chest is open, and she's got this little gap in her waist there. Perfect. The knee is always higher than the ankle, and we just close into there. 4, 5. You feeling it?
Yeah.
4. Well done. 3, 2, and 1, and superb. Okay, so slap that bottom, hopefully you felt that. And then to follow that really quickly, we're going to go straight into our bicycle leg. So we bend into the knee, we sweep the ankle out and around and come back. So out, push through the heel, sweeping around. Keep it nice and slow and controlled, and really focus on that area of glute that you're working. I can actually feel this through the top glute, but also through the minimus, that little glute that sits underneath the maximus. And keep going. Knees slightly externally rotated will increase the intensity. And you're doing well, because I know this burns, doesn't it, Alice? And again, the gap happening through there, hips stacked, and push slightly away. You're doing well, keep going. Okay, doing well, let's go. And so from here we're going to go into bicycle legs. So taking the leg out away from the body. Remember, eyes looking forward, chest is open. Pushing that top hip away to get that gap happening. Now remember, the heel is driving away, squeezing into the bottom, and it's nice and slow and controlled. So the slower you go, you're going to get more out of it, and you're going to really feel the glute working hard. Keeping the leg always up at that hip height. And Alice is doing a fantastic job here. So driving through the heel. Keeping that hip away, creating that gap underneath. Good. Well done, try and look up. Yeah. Good. Dropping through the shoulder here. And let's make it 5. Inhale. Exhale away. And 4. Good job. 3. Keep that knee up. 2. Nearly there. Last one. You know what I'm like for counting. And 1. And fantastic. Well done. Okay. Feel okay, Alice?
Yeah.
So we're going to switch sides, and we're going to do that all again on the other side. So if you get your head here so that the camera can see you. So laying onto our side here. So remember, the knees are going to be in line with the hips, pushing this top hip away to create that gap underneath under here. Eyes forward. Inhale to prepare. So we're going to start with 90-degree leg raise to start off with. So we're lifting. Good. And lowering. So remember, keep that hip stacked. Alright, it's really easy for the hip to roll back. and your glute's not doing the work that it should. Keep that hip stacked, pushed away, and that gap happening. Well done, Alice. Good. Knee higher than ankle. You feeling that, Alice?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, she's such a good girl. Okay. And let's go for 10. That hip still. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Nearly there, doing really well. 3. 2 and 1, and superb, and then thump that bottom, because it cramps in the end when you do a lot of these. Going straight into our bicycle leg if we can. Keep that leg nice and straight. Yeah, eyes forward, knee is forward, and leg is lifted into that hip high. Inhale as we bend the knee. Exhale as we fully straighten and push into the heel to get this glute working. Shoulder down and back. Doing really, really well. Starting to feel the burn through that bottom. Good job. Inhale here, exhale away. And shoulders down. And getting that gap happening. Let's go for 5. And 4. Beautiful, Alice. 3. 2, and last one, and superb. You did so well, Alice. Very good. Okay, let's get that stretch for the glute here, because this is one of my favourite stretches. So this is where we take one ankle over the opposite knee, then we're going to draw this knee leg back towards the face, flex the foot here, feeling that deep stretch through the glute on that bent leg side. So you can come up and draw it closer, you're going to get a deeper stretch, or you can pop your head down if you're feeling anything into that neck area. Good. And then switching sides. Doing the same thing, drawing that leg close towards that bent knee, towards the chest here. Keeping that, and then drawing it up a bit deeper. Getting that beautiful stretch. Okay, Alice? Good stretch? Yeah. Well done. And then release. Okay. Well, we've got a few minutes left by the looks of it, and we may as well finish off with some more calf raises, because I had a special request from a friend of mine called Nita, who absolutely loves calf raises. So we've got a few more minutes, so we'll come to the wall. So this probably, I can demonstrate this probably a bit easier. So with Alice, so feet are always squeezed together, and remember hips nice and even, eyes forward. Inhale to prepare, we're going to come up onto the toes, squeeze into the bottom and peeling back down. So it's like we have a glass plane behind us, so we're going up and down the mirror, the glass. Not falling either to side, but nice and tall. So keep the shoulders back and down, eyes are forward. And keeping it nice and controlled. So you will feel a burn through the back of the legs here into your calves, hips nice and even. Shoulders back and down, eyes forward. And we'll go for 10. Squeeze into the bottom. For 9. Well done, Alice. Nice and strong. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Starting to burn yet? 2. And 1. And excellent. Okay, well done. Okay, so we'll do another stretch before we finish, I think. Should be good. Let's go into our, I really wanted to do this one with you last week, but I forgot about it. Let's go into our pretzel stretch. So, this is just a general stretch, but it's going to catch you through the waist area, and it's a lovely one to do. It really stretches you out. So we're going to keep the arms nice and wide. Inhale to prepare, and we're going to take this arm and we're going to reach towards the inside of that foot. Then this top arm is going to come up and it's going to sit between your shoulder blades, and you're going to lift your eye gaze towards the ceiling and open up this shoulder. So what you will be feeling is a stretch through here, okay? Hips are nice and still and even, and you'll try both hip bones, bottom bones are on the mat there. Stay here for a bit longer. This is perfect for this. So what we want to do, sit bones there, and this is opening up towards the ceiling. Feeling that through there, Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And then with every breath out, I want you to reach a bit further towards that same foot. Yes, superb. Inhale, exhale. One more. Exhale, that's it. And then slowly peeling, coming back up, peeling back down. And then we'll switch to the other side. So that opposite foot sits there. Very good. So this leg is it. And toes towards you, heel away. So sweeping that same hand to the inside of the foot. And then this other arm coming up. So as we look towards the ceiling, you're opening up through this part and through the shoulder and right through the waist. You begin a lovely stretch. Every breath out, reach a bit further. Good. Those sit bones are onto that mat. Good. This is looking good, Alice. Does that feel nice?
Yeah.
It's a very good stretch. Let's go 2 more breaths. And reach a bit deeper. Nice and tight and superb, and then slowly coming back up, and excellent. And let's slowly come back up to standing. Beautiful. And we're going to finish off with our roll down. So feet are hip width apart and parallel, shoulders back and down. Let's draw the knees apart, creating those lifted arches. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And start peeling chin to chest, chest to ribs, ribs to hips. So as we track down, heavy head, heavy shoulders, coming onto the balls of our feet. Let's soften the knees. At the bottom here, bending into one knee, straightening the other knee. Perfect. And then if it's available in this position, we're going to grab hold of the bottom of our calves and draw our head towards our knees, still bending in. Well done. Good job. 2 more breaths. And then slowly tracking back up. So rolling those shoulders back and down, tummy back towards the spine. Perfect. And fantastic. Well done, Alice, and well done for joining us. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you.